is up, you guys? This is a Real MMA Talk coming to you with a whole new, brand new segment in Real MMA Talk. Now, I got a couple questions asked. I got a couple messages and stuff like that saying, hey, I should add videos, weigh-ins, press conferences, highlights, and all that good stuff to my page where I'm commentating with it. And but due to copyrights, I just can't go around taking stuff like that. I mean, by even the BJ Penn picture on my page, it took a while, but I finally got the okay to use that. But there's loopholes to everything, but it's a day's work, and I'm not going to do a day's work just to get a weigh-in, highlight reel, or a knockout, or just one video. And plus, some of this shit you have to pay for, and I do not feel like coming out of my pocket for stuff that's only going to be mentioned in one video, you know what I mean? So I might as well do it this way. I even had one person say I should add gameplay to it, use the UFC gameplay, and I actually thought about that, and I was like, you know what, there's it's a lot of work though. You have to use it on my laptop and stuff like that. But due to the new updates and all that, I can actually do this on my own camera, on my own PlayStation, on my own TV. So I'm stoked. Anyways, let's get straight into this now. I hope you guys had a good. Well, I don't know what day it was. Shit. But I hope you guys had a good fight night. It was UFC 171 Fight Night. We had Frank Mir and Todd Duffee as the main event. And now there's a lot of questions a lot of people were looking forward to. A lot of things. I was going to answer a lot of questions I'm about to say. A lot of people were looking forward to this fight because a lot of people were saying, does Frank Mir still got what it takes? You know, isn't he washed up? You know, a lot of people were beating the dead horse with the same question. Is it time for him to retire if he lost his fight? Now, he's had, let's see, 5 fights, and he's lost 3 of them out of the last 2, or 1-2 out of the last 3. I just don't remember. But anyways, Frank Mir, he in this fight just surprised the shit out of me. Don't get me wrong, not a lot of fights what Frank Mir does, he's either gonna lose and get knocked out, or he's gonna win in a spectacular way. And it was one of those, he won in a spectacular way. I'm gonna buy, if you guys watching Nogueira fights, he goes in there and he smits Nogueira. Well, he knocks him out the first time, well, TKOs him the first time. But in this fight, it was completely different because it was like he's fighting Todd Duffee. Todd Duffee's only had 2 fights in the UFC, or 3 fights, I think. I don't know. But all of them will only last like 2 minutes to 3 minutes in the UFC, and all of his fights are won by knockout. He has 9 wins. Now he's 3 losses. But Todd Duffee is a strong motherfucker. Even Frank Mir said that even in his weigh-ins, he felt unhealthy. He felt a little chubbier than usual. He says Todd Duffee is a shredded big dude with 4-ounce glove. He's a dangerous dude. He does not want to sit there and trade with him. But in this fight, that's what he did. He actually stayed in the pocket and traded with Todd Duffee. And that was such a scary thing because I was like, oh my god, Frank Mir, don't do it. No. I'm sitting there, I'm scared for Frank Mir. And I'm not scared for a lot of fighters. But especially when you're going into their game plan and you're falling into what they want to do, what they want you to do, you know, it's a scary thing. And Frank Mir, you know, he's a technical striker. If you guys haven't watched his Nogueira, the Nogueira fights, what is his fucking name? The big dude. What is his name? Czech Congo. He's a technical dude. He is a technical dude. Even when he fought Miracle Crow, he's a technical striker. In this fight, he was similar to that, but he also engaged in brawls. I'm gonna buy. It's a little out of the usual for Frank Mir. He sat there and brawled. I'm gonna buy. The strikes that he was throwing there weren't wind up, but they were just enough to just catch Todd Duffee on the chin every time. I'm gonna buy. There was times where like he hurt Todd Duffee and he had him against the cage and he was teeing off. I was like, oh my god, Frank Mir, you're crazy, you know. I'm sitting there thinking that, and then Todd Duffee caught him quite a few times too, and he also made him look like the old Frank Mir that we all know. You know, the catching butterfly Frank Mir, trying to look like he's hating on when he fought JDS. If you guys haven't seen that fight, it's Junior Santos versus Frank Mir. And when Frank Mir got caught with a vicious, I think it was a vicious straight, Frank Mir was falling back, trying to hold on to something or catch butterflies, or you know, it was just hilarious. But in this fight, it was completely different. We saw Todd Duffee get pushed back on his heels, get out straight, and actually, sorry, that fly was behind me. We actually saw Frank Mir beat up Todd Duffee in what he wanted to do, and so we actually seen Frank Mir knock out someone who was probably going to knock out Frank Mir. It was a scary thing, but also a beautiful thing to see. And what really surprised me the most is when Todd Duffee, he threw this fucking lunging right hook. It was just straight as possible. It was like this. And Frank Mir capitalized it with a nice straight left. I was so beautiful. It was like, it was just so perfect. There was no wind up to it. He leaned back just because of that, the right that he threw. He leaned back and caught him right on the fucking chin. It was just so beautiful. I loved every bit of it. let me know how you guys felt about this segment. Let me know how you guys felt about the video. Do you think it's time for Frank Mir to retire? Do you think he has another title run in him? Let me know what you guys think. I think personally, Frank Mir has a couple more fights in him. I can't wait to see who he fights next. And if it's true, Fedor, whoever, you know. But, yeah, like I said, watch out for my YouTube page, too. This is Real MMA Talk, you guys, and I am out of here. Frank Mir got the win, and I was Frank Mir in this video game, and I got the win. So, like I said, let me know what you guys think about this video. Thank you guys for watching.